This is like drunk history. My cup is adorable, and my mom is trying to steal it. I got this from Rainbow. For like $3.99. I got this cute little top from Rainbow for like $3 because it was on clearance. I don't know why it's on clearance because it's so freaking adorable. Anyway, I am just feeling it. Like, I'm feeling all of it. Anyway, that's not the point. That's neither here nor there. Hello, all you beautiful people. It's your girl Asia, the MUA, back with another edition of Adventures in Freelancing. If this is your first time here, I'm so happy you were able to join us. I'm so happy that you decided to click on this video. Welcome. If, however, this is not your first time here, not your first time seeing my face, you already know what time it is. Hey, A-lister, how you doing? So, as you can see in the title of this video, I just wanted to come on here and talk to you guys about an experience that I had as a makeup artist that has just always been something that stuck with me. And I guess it's always stuck with me because it was probably the worst experience I had as a makeup artist. So a few years back, this was maybe four or 5 years ago, I was working for a makeup agency in Las Vegas, in the city that I live in, of course, if you don't know. So I'm gonna be sipping while I'm talking. So listen, consume responsibly. I'm well over 21 years old. And I just want to disclaim that, like, if you are under 21, do not participate in underage delinquency, okay? But I'm grown. Anyway, so I was working for this agency in Las Vegas. I'm not going to name the agency because they are still out here pounding the pavement to this day. So I was working for this agency and we get this call, and as the artist, you don't typically know where you're going until you get to the hotel. Usually it's in a hotel because usually people that book agencies, I feel like, are tourists. Because people that know what's up, people that live in the city, they have the artists that they like to go to, or the MAC counter that they like to go to, or the Ulta or Sephora, or whatever have you that they like to go to get their makeup done for special occasions. This agency kind of specialized in bridal. They did hair, makeup, photography, the whole 9 yards. So I'm working for this agency. We get this call. We show up to the room, and it's black people. Now, I know that might not seem weird, but working with agencies, typically who I see booking the agency is non-black people. I feel like black people are a more word-of-mouth type demographic. Like, black people will post on Instagram, on social media, or what have you, who's the makeup artist in whatever city I'm going to. And they will ask their friends that have, you know, I feel like our demographic is more word-of-mouth. So the non-black demographic is, okay, let me book a professional agency that's going to send somebody that's going to do what I know they're going to do. So we get to the call, and it's black people, and I'm like, okay, this is different because I had actually never been on a call, and it was black people. So we get there, we get set up, and they ratchet. I am like the only African American person that works for this agency, and this group was just ratchet. Like, and I'm sitting there mortified while I'm trying to, like, keep my cool, keep it professional, and do my job. Typically, the owner of the agency wouldn't come out on calls, but for some reason, she was on this call with us. It was about, I want to say, 3 of us plus her. So it was 4 artists there. It was a big group. It was 4 artists there, and there was a hairstylist. So it was a big group. They wanted a lot of stuff, and they was ratchet. So I'm like, oh my God, these people are embarrassing me. Jeez. So the owner of the agency was working on the bride, and, you know, the other artists and stylists were working on various members of the bridal party. The whole time we're in there working with this group, they're making these racially charged jokes about Asians and driving. They're making these jokes about Hispanics, and it was so off-putting and made me so uncomfortable. I felt so bad. As the only African American member of this team, I was embarrassed that and the owner of the agency is Asian. So they're talking about how bad Asian drivers are and this, and this. And then they look up and they be like, oh, we're not talking about you, girl. What? So, in that instance, if the owner of this agency would have packed up her kit, walked out on them in the middle of their service, she would have been well within her right. It was so offensive, it was so ugly, and it was literally embarrassing for me. So she kept it professional, she kept it cool, she did her job, and she kept it moving. And for me to see her handle that situation with such grace and such just dignity, it really, really stuck with me. I don't know if she's going to see this video, but you know who you are, and you are a true queen. It was just horrible. So, not only that, so I guess the bride's mother was like super against getting her makeup done. And the bride was like, Mom, look, sorry, my lashes like falling out. Mo Glisten Glam lashes, by the way. So the bride is like, Mom, look, we booked this agency, we paid for them to come out here and, you know, take care of us. You're gonna get something done. So the mom was like, okay, I'll get my eyebrows done. And the mom had red hair. And I think I had finished with my client already. So they're like, Asia, you know, you're really good with brows. Can you help her, you know, with her brows? As I said before, mom has red hair. So as she sits down for me to render services for her, this is her. You need to be lucky I'm even letting you do my makeup, because I don't let nobody touch my face. Okay, ma'am. Well, thank you. I'm just going to take this pencil and start filling in your brows. So, the mom had red hair. This was a few years ago in my career where colored brows wasn't really a strong skill I had in my toolbox. So I was petrified, already mortified from the whole situation. Now I gotta do mom's cranky ass brows. So I do this woman's brows and I slay her red brows. This was before I worked at MAC. This was before I knew anything about strut. This was before I was using different colors in Anastasia Beverly Hills pomades. I literally think I had ebony in my kit and that was it. So I used like some like eyeshadow and some deep lip liner, deep red lip liner or something like that. And I end up slaying this woman's brows. Hand her the mirror. She looks at me. I don't even like this. You didn't even do this right. And everybody else in the room is like, those brows look amazing. Mind you, this woman was Whoopi Goldberg by the brows before she sat down in front of me. She had very, very scarce hair on her brows, and I ended up slaying her shit, right? So they're like, those brows look bomb. You got the best brows in the room. We don't know what you're talking about. So I sit her down. Okay, what is it about the brows that you don't like? She gives me some BS, something. She just wanted to be mad, okay? She gives me some BS reason that she didn't like the brows. So I sit her down. I take the brush across her brows a couple of times to make it feel like I'm doing something. Turn the mirror back to her and show her the same brows I showed her 10 minutes before. Then she's happy. This was probably my worst experience as a makeup artist, just because it was my people, and I felt like my people made me look and feel bad. I was really uncomfortable because the jokes that they were making were not even jokes that I would make. They were mean-spirited, stereotypical BS, and it was so ugly, and I felt horrible. And then to have to deal with Mama Cranky Brows, it was just like, we were so ready to leave that hotel room when we were done with that gig. It was not even funny. And of course they didn't tip. I don't know what it is, but when I go to do makeup for somebody of color, somebody that is African American, somebody that is black, y'all don't tip. If I go do makeup for any other race, ethnicity, group, whatever you want to call it, they are always quick to show gratuity. And I can't like be mad, because for me, your service has to be exceptional for me to tip you. Like if I go to restaurants and your service is not exceptional, you will get a few bucks and I will not think about no percentages on my check or none of that. But if your service is exceptional, I'm gonna take care of you. And I feel like when I go to somebody and render services to them, it's always exceptional. And I feel like I should get some gratuity for that. But gratuity is just what it is. It's showing gratitude for the service that you received. It is optional. It is not mandatory. If I come and do your makeup and you don't tip me, boo-boo, I already got you in my PayPal. You already paid me, so it's all good. But tip your service providers. That's all I'm saying. So I think that was like the worst experience I ever had as a makeup artist. So for that to be my worst experience, I feel like, you know, I'm not doing too bad. I did get stiffed on a makeup payment one time, and I went home crying, and that was the moment that I decided to start charging a deposit before I go to any makeup appointment. If y'all want to hear about that, let me know. But it's not really a long story. I came and did her makeup. She told me she couldn't find her debit card. I left and cried in the car. And then after that, I said, listen, you want me to do your makeup? You gonna show me you want me to do your makeup. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the share button, turn on the post notifications. Like, engage with me. Leave me a comment. I promise I respond to as many comments as I can. I love it when you guys leave me feedback. If you are a makeup artist out there watching this video somewhere and you have had a horrible experience, tell me about it. I would love to hear. Like, let's swap stories. I would love to hear about your makeup horror stories, because you just heard about mine. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, stay beautiful.